Booking system basically entails in being able to charge customers with PayPal, schedule appointments, send reminders, um, allow them to be able to see what their appointment is by making their payment and then seeing the description of service. So a lot of things come into K-Booking system to be able to manage your services. Specifically, they target like services that you have to do in person, because there's just so many websites out there that has for products, but there's no actual website that is for services like house cleaning, yard cleaning, trash removal, stuff like that, right? So this website allows you to do that, and it also has a search engine that allows other customers to find all at the same time. So I'm going to show you how it looks. So this is how it looks when you enter. It's K-Booking system, and it says send to all nearby. So you can press the request of pro, so you can find all of the pros nearby and send them a request, or you can find a specific person. So you can put the city, the state, and then the service type, right? So we're gonna put the city. Let's just say it's in Stockton. We're gonna go into California, and then we're gonna go into cleaning service. Now, at the moment of putting search, it's going to start searching for nearby businesses. So as you can see, there's some people here with their actual profile photo, while others do not have a profile photo. And therefore, the ones that have a profile photo actually gives you a better feeling of communication with them. It makes you feel a little bit more happy in regards to deciding if they should be the ones that should provide you house cleaning services compared to the ones that don't have an actual image. So if you do sign up, make sure you put a profile photo. I would say a logo would be best, not really an image of yourself. I feel like an image of yourself kind of shows that you're just a one single person type of business. But if you put like a logo, it kind of gives you the vibe of, an actual business that is providing services compared to an independent. So even though you guys may be the same type of service, providing the same type of cleaning, the same type of quality work, the fact that you have a logo compared to an image of yourself, you can now really see how some customers may not choose you because you have an image of yourself comparing to someone who does have an actual logo. It looks more professional. It kind of gives off like this is someone I want to actually find out more about. So if they do want to find out more about you, you press view, and once you press view, it's going to take you to this website where the customer will put their email, first name, last name, and then they'll send you the information by email. And then they'll have a code so that just to make sure they're not robots, and then send the request. Now, this page is only for specific businesses that do not have the membership active. So this person may have their logo, they may have posted their information, but they're not paying an actual membership on Cape. So therefore, they're still available to be in the search engine, and the customers can still be able to see you guys, but they cannot contact you directly because you don't have the membership active. If you have the membership active, then you should be like the ones up here where it has the actual red button. So you click on the book, and then it'll show you where you can go straight to the booking page of that business. So what that means is they'll show them the number so they can call you directly. It'll show you the actual city, state, and zip code that they're located in, and then they'll show you what type of service they're offering. And they'll have the business name, their logo, right? They'll also have where they have the selected option for an estimate in person, and then they have the actual. So if you want to put out a special, you can put out the special and it'll show up here. And then they'll actually have where it says recurring pay, reservation appointment, and reviews with your profile online. You press on profile online, and this is the page you get when you actually sign up. So you have your introduction, you have your FAQs, policy, photos, services, and reviews all in one page. It has your description that you have posted. And then if you want to press on price list, it'll send you directly to your booking page. If you go down, this section right here shows how many jobs you have within this specific year. Once the year is over, it restarts. And then after that, it says here that this person has been a member since 2024. And then here it has the actual review. So if your customer did provide a review during this year, last year, whatever year it is, it'll start showing up. If you press review this business, it'll take you here. Now, we already know that there's a lot of customers out there that they'll get confused by another business with the same name. but different city or different zip code or different section of the state, and they accidentally post a review of that specific business when they're not actual business, they're not actually the business they posted for. So to prevent that, the customer has to put their phone number and their email, and if this customer is within your list of customers that you have actually scheduled inside Kate, then it will allow them to continue and post a review. But if that customer doesn't even exist in your calendar or anywhere into your system, then that customer cannot post a review. And this allows them and you to be protected, making sure that they don't post a random review at some random person, while also allowing you to be able to make sure you don't get bad reviews because of another business fault, right? Then now make, because if you post only a few, not a lot of faith into the business. So if you were to be the customer, what exactly should you be doing, right? I usually try to look at the business and see the reviews. They don't have a review, okay, well that kind of gives me a kind of a bad vibe, right? But I want to continue looking at them, see what they actually have to offer. Then I see the photos. If they don't have enough photos, or the photos are a little fake and they don't actually look real, I'm not going to continue looking at them. So make sure that when you post photos, it's actual real photos of you doing your work. Now, once you post those photos, they'll show up here. As you can see, your frequent asked questions and your terms and conditions will show up here. Your actual special will also show up here. It has the book. Then if you don't have enough photos, it will just repeat itself up here to make it look nice. About us and experience in services such as. And then as you can see, your reviews will start popping up here. So this is the page you actually obtain when you get an actual registration on Cape. So you just have to sign up, and that's all you really got to do. You can edit your page without actually paying anything. You can post photos, you can post your actual public page with prices, and there is no problem with that. There's no fee to add. But if you do pay for the administration to within Cape, what that allows you to have is basically be the first ones on the top of the list, have a quote, they actually get to reserve directly with you. Your phone number will show up instead of having to be hidden. And basically, it just gives you the benefit of being able to be the first, right? So then compared to the other ones. Now, I would like to show you guys is the fact that when you request a pro, you go here, and it will show up a page where you basically get to send a request to all of the businesses near you. So this page is not for businesses, this is for customers. Make sure you don't mistakenly go in here and be like, okay, I want to get customers. No, this is not for you. This is for the customers to request for services for you. Now, we have these three buttons right here, right? We have the new business, the login, and the empleo. Now, new business means, of course, you're a new business and you're wanting to actually start having an account on Cape. So you press the red button. If you press the blue button, is to log in because you already have an account. Empleo is where if you're looking